A master of everything from sculpture to painting, metalworking to drawing, Andrea del Verrocchio influenced an entire generation of artists, most notably the Renaissance man himself, Leonardo da Vinci. The spring exhibition at Palazzo Strozzi is dedicated to Verrocchio's role in shaping 15th century art in Florence and the Renaissance as a whole. The first comprehensive retrospective devoted to the artist vaunts more than 120 paintings, sculptures, and drawings, brought together thanks to loans from over 70 major museums around the world. The exhibition, curated by Francesco Cagliotti and Andrea de Marchi, contextualizes Verrocchio's place in Florentine society through works from his predecessors, contemporaries, and students, including Leonardo and Sandro Botticelli. As international celebrations are underway for the 500th anniversary of the death of Leonardo, Palazzo Strozzi wanted to dedicate a space to exploring the man who influenced his style in the years to come. Part of the show is also being hosted by the Bargello Museum, a trove of Renaissance sculpture masterpieces. Here, the two sections are devoted to the image of Christ, with Verrocchio's Doubting Thomas at the forefront.
We, together with the curators of the show and many others who took part into the project, created a long narrative. And the idea is that the Bargello is the climax with Doubting Thomas, which has been moved from Orsa Michele, another museum of the group Musei del Bargello, to the Bargello itself, because only there we could exhibit it at the right height and also compare it with terracotta busts that were made right after the bronze was unveiled, because it was such a sensation in Florence that many sculptors and Verrocchio himself started to produce busts of Christ, imitating what was defined as the most beautiful face of Christ ever produced until then. And the last section of the show is devoted to the crucifixion. Verrocchio was also a very talented wooden sculptor, and the Bargello holds the only surviving sculpture by Verrocchio in that technique, which has been juxtaposed with a series of crucifixes in small format and monumental format that take into account the importance of this master in that technique and how that technique was disseminated all over Italy. And in a way, it also gives a flavor of, as here and at the Bargello you see the Lorenzo de' Medici and the Age of Magnificence, in that very same room you can appreciate why someone like Girolamo Savonarola was the other face of Florence.